Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So, for those of you who listened yesterday or saw my short, my message was, if you have something to talk about, speak clearly, but don't get your emotions involved. I think that was the basic, keep it cool. Well, I did not take my own advice and I'm feeling pretty crappy about it. So, yeah, like sometimes those things make sense. But anyway, I thought after my little explosion, I thought you said that loud and clear, Karen. What the heck? So now I gotta find my Zen place, and you can't undo. The thing is it's so hard when you do something out of what you feel like is passion and you can't do anything to change it. And even though you know what you did was wrong and you want to change it, but you can't. And I think that's even more frustrating than anything. Especially like, I don't know. I wish I could change it and I can't. And it's then, I got to let it go because I can't. And, but I'm feeling bad about it. Anyway, thought it was an interesting story that I just didn't, you know, when I pull the cards that I do on my shorts, I use the cards like I try to do whatever the message of the reading was, but sometimes that just doesn't feel right. So I'll, maybe it's a little different, but the whole idea behind those is sometimes you just need to hear something, right? Like they're not they're not necessarily inspiring every day, but sometimes you just need to hear something, and that's when they kind of make sense. But and I always try to like look at those and go, okay, how are you going to play that? Because you what is it? You can't, walk the walk, walk the walk. And I believe in that. Like if you're going to say something, then act that way, right? Anyway, pretty disappointed in myself here. I'll get over it, don't worry. But I just am. So I'm going to use the Mystic Dreamer Tarot today. I wanted something different, something a little more, I don't know, innocent, I guess, is the word I want. So let's get started. This is our daily reading for. I'm going to use the Somnia, though, for clarifying. Okay. Current situation. The Magician. Present influence. Four of Swords. Future influence. Nine of Cups. What we don't see. Wheel of Fortune. What to look for. The Tower. Whoa. Well, that's okay too. Unexpected. Ten of Wands. Challenge is Four of Pentacles. Strength. Page of Wands. And where does this lead? Six of Swords. The Star. And advice. Three of Swords. Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I laugh because it's something about being clear about something or having an epiphany as well. But I feel like, it also is victory, but I'll take a look at the cards all together. There's like, we've got Wands, Swords, Cups, Pentacles, Wands. Overall, I would say mostly Wands and Swords. We got the one Pentacle in our challenge. So, that tells me a lot as far as, what we're thinking versus how we're acting. Swords versus Wands. But honestly, there's more swords than anything else. So, Magician in the current situation, Four of Swords. So there is something here about, I feel like with the Magician, I feel like this being in the current situation is understanding everything, kind of being in a position where because of the Four of Swords, I feel like it's more about being clear and using that magician energy as being clear. Because the Four of Swords, right, is about healing and taking that time. But when we do that, what makes us really heal is understanding what happened. And I feel like the magician is the understanding of a situation. The Four of Swords being the work that you're doing on it. Let's pull clarifiers on the magician. I mean, ultimately, you do have the Nine of Cups in your future influence, and I think that's more of what you're striving for. But let's look at the magician here. The World, the Emperor. Yeah, I mean, you have choices on the way to handle something. When something is over, the World, and then the Emperor there, and with the Seven of Cups being the choices part of it. There's like, okay, I have to decide how to deal with this. And I feel like with the magician, again, it's realizing exactly where you're at. It's not necessarily like this epiphany, oh, I can handle anything. I've got all of the tools, but it is, in a way, this is what I have to work on, and this is what I'm going to work on. And so it's a complete understanding of the choices that you make. And that you have control over those choices. So, but I do feel like, yeah, that's where the healing's coming in. Tell me about, sorry, excuse me, Four of Swords, please. Tell me about the Four of Swords. The Empress, Page of Coins. Yeah, so here's the Four of Swords. And then, the Four of Swords, again, the healing part. So that is the Empress as well. I feel like the nurturing, the healing. And then we have it with the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands here is, I feel like there is a huge discovery here. So, and that's why you're able to take on that magician and say, you know what, this is what I got to work with, and I'm recognizing everything I have to work with. And I realize too, I feel like there's a realization here with that Four of Swords, is this is just where you need to be right now. You need to be chill. And it's not, like healing in this grandiose way. This is a daily reading. It's just like, okay, chill today. Today I just need to chill. Like, that's what I feel like. The Nine of Cups, though, is in your future influence, and I still feel like, you don't give up on your dreams just because you have a day of chill, right? So, tell me more about this Nine of Cups in influence for the near future. I also feel like this Nine of Cups may be kind of some sort of epiphany here too. I don't necessarily see the Nine of Cups very often as an epiphany, but tell me more about this. Temperance, Six of Wands again, Two of Swords. So there is something about making decisions here. So the Temperance being the, emotionally stable, emotionally balanced. The Six of Wands, recognition. And I think there's something here about how important, what are your real dreams here? And that's the decision that you're going to make. I feel like that the influence is you taking a look at your dreams. So this Nine of Cups is not necessarily what's going to happen. It's what's influencing you, or the energies around you. And that is dreams. And what do I need to do with those dreams? And which way do I need to go? And how do I get there? I feel like the Temperance is saying, that I feel like what this is just you taking the time to make the appropriate decision. And I almost feel like what's more important, like getting recognized, or being kind of in a good emotional state. But I do feel like that in realization, it's going to be important to realize what the true wishes and dreams and hopes are. Those that Nine of Cups, because, and then how the Empress or the Temperance is almost like how to get there in a, you know, well, I mean, emotionally balanced card. It also is alchemy, so it could be that what do I need to make happen to get there, and that's another choice that you have to make, and recognizing that it's up to you to do so. You have the wheel and what you don't see, and the wheel is about time continuing. So there's something here about things are gonna go. They're gonna happen. Tell me more about the wheel. What is this about? Ten of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Page of Cups. There could be an important relationship. No, this doesn't have to be love, but an important relationship that you're not realizing has your back. Like there's somebody here. I don't know why I said that, but I do, because of the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the knowing of the High Priestess. And this is, I think, just let time will, I wanted to say time will heal, and I'm going back to that Four of Swords. Time will move forward, and I feel like it's, you're not going to lose the people that you care about, no matter what decision you make over here, because we also had the Seven of Cups. There's choices happening here, and it's I don't know if it's choices to actually make a move to do something, or choices just on how to move forward as far as plans and action items and things of that nature. So it's really, I think it's going to be different for all of us. We have the Tower and the what to look for. Look for a shakeup. Look for a change. Maybe start from scratch. And that's what I think of the Tower a lot of times, is the ability to start from scratch, because when it's leveled, it's completely leveled, and then you can rebuild. And we do have the Star at the ending of the reading, which to me is that rebuilding. Tell me about the Tower. Eight of Pentacles, Hangman, Eight of Swords. There is something here that so the change, if you're feeling stuck and you got Hangman and Eight of Swords, which is a very stuck feeling about something that you've been really working on, that's going to change. There's something here that's going to change with that perception of what's happening. You've been working really hard on something. You're in a position of maybe even overthinking it, because the Eight of Swords, when the Eight of Swords is that stuck feeling, the Hangman is looking at things from different angles, but they're both stalled energy as far as movement goes. You're not doing anything physically to move forward. You're in and it feels like a stall. But I feel like what that Tower is going to be is going to remove that stall. Like, okay, look for the real ways to move forward instead of sitting in this position. You're going to look for the changes. You need to look for those changes, because it doesn't mean changes are going to happen. They can happen, but it's up to you to look for that energy. The Ten of Wands is in the unexpected. Boy, I mean, I feel like this is a positive card, because if it's been hard, and we have the Three of Swords in the damn advice, but when I look at that, I'm thinking, okay, well, we're at the end, right? We're at the end. Even though things have been hard, it's almost over. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Justice fell out there too. Flew out. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it like that for right now. So we have the Ten of Wands here, which is the burden, right? Clarified with Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. I feel like there is something coming to an end here, and something new is happening, and you will feel refreshed. I like the Six of Cups here because it feels pleasant. And the Ace of Cups is definitely something new. So once this is over, it releases something here. So like, even though if you felt burdened and tired and it's been a lot of work, I feel like that's going to be done. And once that's done, then it sets, yourself up for a new beginning. And this isn't necessarily about love. This is about a new beginning that makes you feel better. The Four of Pentacles is in your challenge. Now, I do feel like the Four of Pentacles is the challenge of hanging in there or holding on too much. And that's what I want to know. Like, is this challenge hanging in there? I think it's be careful about what you hold on to and what you let go of. There's some things that are worth holding on to, and there's some things that aren't. And I feel like that's the challenge. What's really important to let go? And sometimes if we're really working hard on something, we may lose sight of that because we have our eyes set on one specific thing, and that's what we want, right? Four of Pentacles, High Priestess, Nine of Pentacles. Oops, that was upside down. So the Five of Wands. What happened there? Oh, I've got a couple that are facing the wrong way. So yeah, I mean, I think it's letting, so the Five of Wands, right, this is, conflict and competition and things of that nature. And I feel like that with the High Priestess, it's come up a couple times, really go with your gut here and understand that you don't need to fight this. You're fine. And just hold on to what you have here. But don't, it's not like you don't fight for what you have or what you are. You absolutely should. But I think the challenge here is you don't need to. You may feel like you need to, but you don't. And I think that's the challenge is hanging in there. Just hang in there. Again, even though you're feeling a little stalled, hang in there on how you're viewing that stall, if that's the way you feel. Page of Wands is in the Strength. Tell me more about the page, please. I think, the Page of Wands can be, just do you. Taking... It's like Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. I feel like this is, whatever has disappointed you, if you can take a new path and you have the ability to do so, and that's the Page of Wands too. So the Page of Wands can also be, right, moving. The Page of Wands does something without thinking about it. But I don't think that's it as much as taking a new way. And the Page of Wands does move forward. It does have energy. And I feel like the Three of Wands, though, is you will see it if you choose to do this a different route. Your old ways are not working, so you have the ability to do that. I feel like this is what's going to be your strength. And I feel like it comes from recognizing that the old ways aren't working and what you're doing, right? So that's why it's a strength. This. Also, you have the want to change that with that Page of Wands. It's the want that's the most important thing. The Six of Swords is where this leads, plus the Star. So the Six of Swords, I think, you're doing everything to put you in the right direction. Tell me more about this Six of Swords. What is the Six of Swords and where this leads, please? Six of Swords. Tower, High Priestess again. There's something here where you really need to trust yourself. Like there's something happening that's it. So it is whatever is going to change. Trust yourself because there's something better coming in. And that's what the Six of Swords is. You're heading for that better place. I don't like saying that better thing, that whether, it could be anything. Like it could just be getting to a point where you understand things better, or getting to a point where you actually feel like someone does have your back. And I feel like that, that we've seen that High Priestess several times. So there's something really important here about spirit and trusting your intuition and trusting your higher self. And even maybe it's come in so many times that if you're struggling with anything, that you've got the Ten of Wands there, we got a Tower, we got the Wheel, we got Four of Swords. if there's anything like you're struggling with, I think it's saying, take time to really listen to yourself. Heal yourself, do you a favor, and listen to what your higher self is really telling you, not what your ego wants to hear. Tell me more about the star here. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Three of Swords. I feel like it's a, wow. There's something here that it's almost like you're getting what you want. The Three of Swords is a separation card. Ten of Pentacles is like a home or something like that, where you're trying to make a decision. And I think it does have to do with something, the Three of Swords, maybe something that hurts. But if that is the case, it's all supposed to happen to lead to something better or different. I feel like there might be something hard here happening, but I think it's up to you on the way you want to look at it. Again, the Two of Swords, we've had these decisions. The Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords has come up a couple times. Seven of Cups has come up. We've got the High Priestess coming up. We've got this trusting yourself to make the right choice. It's all about how to look at this situation and how to deal with it. That was this whole reading is about. But understanding that if you do, then, in the star, I mean, that's about trusting yourself in the universe. We have the Three of Swords in our advice. I'm going to look up in this book. It's a beautiful little book here. Comes with the thing. I want to see if it says anything about the Three of Swords. The reason is, because they have little meanings here. So, although the heart is pierced, no blood drips from it. Why not? The woman lies on a blue blanket. How does this affect the meaning of the... Oh, this is just like a little bit... although the heart is pierced, no blood drips from it. Why not? So if there's something that's making you sad and you feel like there's, you're feeling hurt or sad or anything like that, I feel like it's saying, how bad is it? There is no blood dripping. You can recover. You can get through this. I almost feel like that's what this is saying. I like that. I wouldn't have never thought about the fact that there is no blood dripping, even though there are swords sticking in that dang heart. Check yourself. That's what it's saying. It's absolutely, you're hurt. That's absolutely okay. But the idea is it's not the end, and if you flip the script, all those swords come out. And then, you can just, you flip it, and that's not easy to do, right? But you can do it. You absolutely can. Sometimes, and look at this is sitting here too. Again, flip it. They go away. They're all coming at you, but flip it. So let's do our yes or no question. So if you have one, I'll give the deck a couple shuffles because we have that hypothesis sitting right there. Had yesterday. I love that card. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. If you just think of a yes or no question, we will pull one card. Yes or no. Ah! Hang in. Hold on. Darn it. Okay, I gave it a couple more shuffles. I got fuzzy hair from leaning down. And the carpet under here is like dark blue, so it's really hard to see things. And these are really dark cards. Okay, let's get started. What is the answer to your question? What is the answer? Justice to me is a maybe. And even though it's a positive card, I feel like it's a maybe, and I feel like that because the justice sometimes what we think is the right thing is not necessarily true justice. And I feel like if you're just asking a straight yes or no question, there isn't an answer for you yet. And that could mean that something needs to happen, the justice, before that question can be answered clearly. If you're saying, what should I do? Like a what should I do type question, yes or no? Should I do XYZ? The answer is think it through and make sure that you're doing this as the right thing and not as something from your ego or selfishness. So just check yourself. It doesn't mean that you are. Just it's a check your decision before moving forward. And why are you truly wanting to do something? And is it truly the right thing um, and not something that might be, not the right thing. I not gonna, but that's what I feel like this is. So it's a maybe, but I think if it's a should I, it's asking you to look at yourself and why, and then if it's something simple like should I go on this trip, I think it's make sure that all of your ducks are in a row, and that like if there's anything that needs to be signed or looked at or money or anything like that, make sure that's all in balance. So there you have it. Take care. I hope you have a beautiful day.